what's going on, guys? It's your boy Rinne-Hatake here, back with another video. And today we got what if Goku had Sage Mode. And this idea was inspired by the man himself, the OG Zether. He inspired this idea because he did what if Naruto had every Sage Mode. And I thought to myself, what if Goku had Sage Mode? So here's the idea, and let's begin. And I'm not gonna start the story off at Goku's birth, since that wouldn't really change anything. Because since Goku learned, Spirit Vision and all of those cool Yard Rat abilities, he's gonna be able to learn this kind of Sage ability on Yard Rat. So, when Goku escapes from Namek and basically heads over to a random planet called Yard Rat, the people from Yard Rat were actually, very nice and taught Goku and trained him in Spirit Vision and how to gather energy. And since Goku already had a bit of experience with gathering, natural energy from, the planet, stars, and other living things, from rocks even, gathering all that energy, he actually learned how to gather properly into, Spirit Vision and all those other Yard Rat abilities. And, something that he also learned that I'm gonna be adding is to put all that energy that he's collected into himself. Basically making it to what is similar as a Sage Mode. It's basically a much higher degree of a version of Sage Mode since Ki is stronger than Chakra, which makes this Sage Mode even more stronger. And the reason why I put the Super Saiyan 4 kind of thing on there is because since Goku's part Saiyan, when he enters that Sage Mode state, it's basically him using the Great Ozaru form, but without the tail. And the way this is actually gonna work, with my logic, it's gonna be due to the spirit energy unleashing Goku's Saiyan potential of this Great Ape ability. And this time it's gonna be more controlled. It's gonna give the exact same boost, but is more controlled due to this energy he's collected, not just using anger and just going wild. So that's how Goku will control this Ikari form that he has. So Goku will train there for exactly the same amount of time, and he did learn Super Saiyan. And pretty soon he's gonna try to, use both of them at the exact same time, creating the Super Saiyan 4, but he doesn't know that yet, so that will be in the near future. So, as Goku was gonna head back very soon, there was an unexpected visitor that they weren't really expecting. And this unexpected visitor had bluish kind of blue-grayish hair and had a sword on his back. And Vegeta just saw this gray-haired boy cut down Frieza and King Cold, and he was especially shocked by this, due to the fact that he never thought anyone could do that. And that's not all, basically. He saw him use Super Saiyan. There's another Saiyan in this world, Vegeta would think, thinking to himself, how did I, the Prince of all Saiyans, not awaken this power and let other low-class warriors gain this power before I? As he begins thinking that to himself, and soon Goku finally arrives using instant transmission to go back to Earth, meeting Trunks in his Yard Rat, meeting Trunks wearing his Yard Rat kind of clothing. Begins talking with Trunks, and they had the same interaction. Piccolo knowing because, he's Namekian and his hearing is very, very good. And he was also warned about the heart virus, which goes pretty similar. But before the heart virus actually comes in, Goku started training before the androids arrived like normal. But this time, he's stronger than before due to this Ikari form, the Ikari Sage form that he has, I'm just gonna call it the Ikari Sage Mode. Or Monkey Sage Mode, basically. Yeah, Monkey Sage Mode. It's because he's part Saiyan, he can turn into the Great Ape. So I decided why not Monkey Sage Mode. But if you want, I can call it Ikari Sage Mode. And it kind of sounds a bit cooler too, so yeah. So Goku uses this and starts training. And his training actually goes very, very well due to this form. And he starts training with Gohan. And this time, Gohan would get much more of a boost because he's training with a much stronger Goku, which kind of influences him to try harder and get more motivated. And this gives Gohan like just a little bit of an edge over his canon counterpart in this time of the Android Saga. Well, we're not there just yet, but we're very close to the Android Saga. So, Goku trains with Gohan, and Gohan manages to tap into Super Saiyan, and it's through his sheer rage, and he hasn't fully been able to tap into it by will, but he has been able to tap into it. So he has a bit of an early, very, very early lead on his canon counterpart, because he didn't really use Super Saiyan in the Saiyan Saga. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he didn't use Super Saiyan in the Android Saga. He only used Super Saiyan when he fought against Cell and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he never had Super Saiyan there just yet when Android 18 and 20 were released. I'm pretty sure he never had Super Saiyan yet. But we move on, and well, Vegeta has seen a big change in Goku. Goku seems much stronger, or Kakarot seems much stronger, and he thinks to himself, what has Kakarot been doing in the past year? That training he was doing, he must have surpassed Super Saiyan somehow. As he begins overthinking things, and Goku did spend like a whole day in the hyperbolic time chamber. Yeah, in the hyperbolic time chamber a whole day, which is a year, and I'm pretty sure in a few months he got the heart virus when he fought, well, the androids, and I'm gonna say he had the heart virus, well, he got the heart virus attack while training, and Gohan was pretty shocked by this, and they did bring the medicine with them just in case, and Goku was healed. But this one singular moment where Goku almost died pushed Gohan to awaken Super Saiyan for the first time, and not for the first time, but even beyond Super Saiyan. He awakened Super Saiyan and then entered Super Saiyan 2 for a brief moment and quickly leaving that form. And Goku was knocked out, so he had no idea about this. But they've been there for a bit of a week or so, and Goku finally woke up, and Gohan was training when he woke up, so he continued training with Gohan, asking him how things went while he was out cold, and Gohan just told him everything was fine, and that just happened. So, yeah, that's how that goes, and Gohan manages to control Super Saiyan by will. Then Vegeta goes in there, and Kakarot stays in, or Goku stays in with him to be his training partner, and Gohan trains with Piccolo. And Vegeta, well, he did many spars with Goku, and he hasn't achieved Super Saiyan just yet, but during the one whole year he'd probably achieve it by then, achieving Super Saiyan Grade 1. But during this time, Kakarot, or Goku, has achieved Super Saiyan Grade 3. And I didn't really say it before, but he got Super Saiyan Grade 2 earlier. He got Super Saiyan Grade 3 training with Vegeta. So, yeah, he got Super Saiyan Grade 3. He's almost completely mastered Super Saiyan by this time. And this is very, very impressive for Goku, because he did master Super Saiyan, but that's when it entered into the Cell Saga. I think it was the Cell Saga, but I don't truly know. I don't fully know, but you can comment what the name is down below. But without further ado, we continue. So that's how that happened, and then Gohan did train with Piccolo, and Piccolo decided to enter, and they stayed for a whole year. And Piccolo and Gohan stayed in there for 2 years, which is basically 2 days, because Piccolo doesn't really need food; he only needs water. So they stayed in there for 2 years, allowing Gohan to access Super Saiyan Grade 3 as well, just like Goku. And Vegeta is lacking behind very severely because he hasn't even reached Grade 2, but he's almost there, reaching Grade 2. He's almost there, but not quite. But we move on from that, and everyone else in the humans began training to improve their strength, and it was finally time when they sensed some evil, or some just evil key that they sensed, and it was Android 19 and 20, and they were released. And they started causing havoc around the city just to draw the Z Fighters in. Kakarot, knew this and decided to split up in groups so they can find them easier. It will be Gohan, Piccolo. It will be Gohan, Piccolo, and Krillin, Goku and Vegeta, and the other humans with each other. I'm not really gonna start naming them out, but whoever you think would go with who would go with each other. That's basically how it's gonna go. So they went with each other and start finding, the androids. And the first one to actually find them was Yamcha. And this time he doesn't get a hole straight through his chest. This time he actually counters, entering his new power that he figured out or learned from Master Roshi. And this form is called the no ego mode. It's the no ego mode. It's basically, it's kind of the human version of Ultra Instinct, but far below it. It's a human version of the Ultra Instinct, but using martial arts and your own techniques to kind of dodge and stuff. But it's not perfect dodging. It's just, you can dodge a few attacks and still get hit, but you can also attack back. But the one issue with this form is that it has a mental strain on your body. It has a mental strain, and Yamcha could last this form for about 10 minutes at max. So he starts holding Jiro off, and with his strength alone, it's pretty impressive. No ego mode, you can't really use ki because you're suppressing your ki to dodge your attacks, and just you're using your own strength and relying on your physical strength alone. And that isn't really how they're gonna win this fight without ki, because, these are androids and they have infinite energy, basically. I'm not sure if these two have infinite energy, but I'm just gonna say they do. So, he doesn't really stand much of a big chance against Jiro at this point. But the other Z Fighters come in and kind of help them out. And Jiro tries to make his escape plan like normal, and he actually manages to get away, but losing one arm in the process. And what happened to 19? He got dealt with Vegeta. He got dealt with. Vegeta ended him off with a Gallic gun, and that kind of finished him off. Jiro activated the androids, and Trunks actually came as well, and came with Vegeta and the other Z Fighters, and went and followed Jiro, and they sensed an enormous amount of ki around one certain area, and it was the androids. And they heard a big explosion, and once they finally arrived to the site of the explosion, they saw a smoky laboratory area with no one but 2 androids, but one was released, and that was Android 16. Now 3 androids stand with menacing grins on their faces, while Android 16 yells, "I will kill you, Goku, Son Goku," as he flies towards Goku, starting a fight with Goku. And Goku powers up immediately to Super Saiyan and starts fighting Android 16. And Android 16 was pretty good of a match, but Goku, he figured out a way to add the Ikari Sage mode into his Super Saiyan. And no, it basically gives him an instant boost. It's basically like Goku using Super Saiyan God and transforming instantly to blue to do one quick attack that really catches people off guard. And that's basically what he's doing. Switching between Ikari, basically Super Saiyan, and adding Ikari onto it to make it stronger, but he only has a second in that form, and that's when he dashes towards Android 16, landing attacks after attack, and it was pretty relentless. And Android 16 does not understand where he's getting that speed and power from, but he finally saw it. Goku's eyes changed to the one. It's basically similar to that, but his eyes just go yellow, and his pupils don't elongate to that of a toad or a goat. It doesn't basically do that. It just stays the exact same, but his eyes go orangey yellowish kind of a color, and that's when Android 16 sees him, and Goku still blitzes him and lands an attack. But Android 16 finally caught on to what Goku was doing, and he yells at the two other androids who are fighting the humans, and were winning fairly. Who are winning with a much large margin against them. The margin in their power level is massive. Vegeta still got kicked in the arm and broke his arm, and he did not stand a chance against Android 18, but Gohan had to step in and save Vegeta, and Gohan was the only one who can actually keep up with the androids, and Piccolo was also keeping up fairly well against the androids, and that's basically the only two who can keep up with the androids and keep fighting. But the androids heard 16 call out, and they knew they had to retreat because they don't stand a chance at this rate. They do, but with the two Saiyans and one Namekian being able to keep up with them, and one with that secret weird move with the eye-changing thing, they probably don't stand a chance if he keeps using that over and over, so they left and went to a bit of a hiding spot that they found earlier while scanning the area. So yeah, they left. But that's how it truly went down for the Android Saga for a bit. And Trunks was fighting, but he still didn't stand a chance against those androids, like I've said before. The only one who could stand a chance was Piccolo, Gohan, and Goku. And they had another unexpected visitor. Well, they're gonna get another unexpected visitor very, very soon. But that's where I'll be leaving it off, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy. And I apologize for all the stuttering that I've been doing. And sorry for not uploading more often, but I will try my best to upload as often as I possibly can. But without further ado, I'll see you guys on the next What If. Peace.